It was a normal Friday night, and I was staying up late chatting with my friend Bradley in a virtual chat room we found online. He told me and the other guys we had just met that he could stay up late because his parents were away for the weekend and the house was left to himself. We sat there for a few hours having fun with these random people, and I noticed that Bradley had a thing for one girl. It wasn't long before my mom started calling me to bed. As I was about to log off, I asked Bradley what he was doing tomorrow, thinking he might want to come over to my place. He didn't answer for a long time until Bradley's typing a message. Then he fell silent. Bradley's typing a message. Again, nothing. Fine, I'm going to bed. We'll talk about it tomorrow, said I. It was weird that he just stopped responding like that. I didn't get any messages from him until the next day when I logged into the chat room and he was online. He apologized for not responding last night and said he was just busy. We had a brief exchange and he said he would be there soon. He said it was urgent. Everything was fine, but I asked him why he didn't want to see his parents first, who should be home any minute. He replied that he didn't have time because he had something very important to show me and immediately logged out. I thought it was out of character, since he usually put his family first, and I was curious as to what he was so eager to show me. I expected him to be here soon, since he only lived about 20 minutes away, but then the phone rang in alarm. It was Bradley's parents, who had just gotten home and were extremely concerned. They asked if I knew anything about Bradley's whereabouts, to which I told them not to worry, as he was indeed on his way to them. The phone went silent for a moment until I heard my mother's death cry on the other end of the line. Father took a deep breath and courageously uttered a phrase I will never forget. "Get out of the house. Bradley is here. He's dead." They found Bradley's lifeless body hanging like a coat in a closet. I ended the call in shock, as it became clear why he was asking if I would stay home alone, when suddenly I heard the back door creak open. Instinctively, I did the first thing that came to my mind and quickly crawled under the bed to hide. I heard the sound of footsteps slowly approaching. I hesitated to open my eyes, but when I squirmed in terror, I saw those pale white, cold, bare feet entering my room, almost in slow motion. I wouldn't want to see the person to whom such feet belonged. As they slowly approached the bed, the dampness of footsteps could be heard peeling off the floorboards. My heart raced in my mouth and I held my breath. Just when I was getting more scared, my phone beeped loudly, letting me know I had a text message. It was from Bradley's phone and it read, "Where are you?" As suddenly legs came to an abrupt stop, frozen in place. I remained frozen under the bed, the ominous atmosphere in the room intensifying with every passing moment. The text from Bradley's phone echoed in my mind, and the sound of the approaching footsteps grew more pronounced. I strained my ears to catch any clue about the intruder's identity. The room seemed to shrink as the unseen presence drew nearer. Fear gnawed at me, and beads of sweat formed on my forehead. The rhythmic creaking of the floorboards beneath the mysterious footsteps resonated like a haunting melody. My mind raced with thoughts of what awaited me. Just as the tension reached its peak, my phone beeped again, the sound cutting through the eerie silence. I cautiously retrieved the device, trying to keep it as quiet as possible. The text message displayed on the screen sent a shiver down my spine. "I see you." Panic set in, and I clamped my hand over my mouth to stifle any involuntary gasps. The pale bare feet paused at the edge of the bed, and I could feel the weight of someone's gaze upon me. The room seemed to hold its breath as seconds stretched into an eternity. Suddenly the back door creaked shut. The footsteps retreated, growing fainter until they faded away entirely. I remained hidden, trembling with a mixture of terror and confusion. After what felt like an eternity, I summoned the courage to crawl out from under the bed. The room was empty, but the lingering fear persisted. I cautiously approached the window, peering through the blinds. No sign of anyone. My mind raced to make sense of the night's chilling events. As I gathered my courage to leave the room, my phone buzzed again. It was a new message, this time from an unknown number. "You were never alone." Dread washed over me as I stumbled backward. The mystery of the dark chat room had unfolded into a nightmarish reality, leaving me to grapple with the chilling revelation that the shadows in the virtual world had materialized into something far more sinister.